Leo, welcome to your June 2022 reading. This is for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and North Node and any progressed Leo placements as well. This will be relevant for you too. This is also a timeless reading, so if you do actually happen to stumble upon this reading, at a different time, then this is still going to be relevant. I feel like whenever you find it is when it's going to be for you, my love. So anyway, let's get into your messages and your blessings that are coming in June 2022. First card you have out is Trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. I feel like some of you guys are making a decision. You're going to be doing something differently. I feel like some of you guys might be releasing someone. Or just at least releasing your attachment to them and sort of going your own way a little bit more. At the bottom of the deck, we have nature. Ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. You are very connected to nature, Leo. I feel like you haven't been getting out in nature enough. I feel like you are sort of needing to really get in touch with the elements. I feel like there's just this need for you this month to really get in touch with the spirit realm, and I feel like you're really going to be doing that through nature. I feel like the more time you spend outside, especially around trees and things, the more green energy. I feel like green energy is really powerful for you this month. I feel like you really you rule over the heart chakra. Green is the heart chakra. So I feel like your heart actually really connects with the universe and with the divine, and you really connect with yourself when you are in fact in nature, when you're surrounded by beautiful green trees and leaves and plants and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't matter whether you live in the city, you can still always find somewhere that at least has a little bit of green. So spend a bit of time in there. You are really being urged to ground yourself because you are having a new beginning. I feel like you're moving forward in something. I feel like you're starting to progress a lot in some area, and it's calling for you to really need to ground and connect and root your energy kind of just down, grounding, really the word grounding is just really, I'm really noticing it for you guys. I really think that for some of you, I feel like you've had a little bit of a confusing period of time, things have felt a little bit foggy and up in the air and you haven't been quite sure as to what is going on. And I feel like this month you're going to be getting a lot of clarity. I feel like you've had faith and you've had trust in the universe to be guiding you in the right direction, and that's definitely being confirmed at the moment. I just feel like this month is all about needing to gain a little bit of clarity through just being a little bit more quiet and spending a little bit more time meditating and all that sort of stuff. So at the bottom of the deck we have 6th house of routine, and we have lunar eclipse change. So some of you guys are changing jobs, you're changing up your lifestyle, you're changing up your daily habits, you're changing up the way you approach your health. I feel like lunar eclipse, there's a lot of changes that are happening for you at the moment. I just really feel like there's a big need for getting more in touch with your cycles, with your natural cycles. I feel like for some of my beautiful lady friends out there, I feel like you're going to be really paying attention to your menstrual cycle and sort of building a new routine and schedule more so around that, around knowing when you're going to have the most energy and when you're not. So it's planning to do your most extroverted, outgoing activities when you're ovulating, and planning for all your sort of rest and chilling out vibes to be when you are menstruating. Balance at the bottom of the deck as well. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, and set boundaries with your work. So for some of you guys, it is this month is going to have quite a focus on work and on just your career and things like that. I feel like some of you guys really want to have quite a bit of a change when it comes to your career. I feel like things don't feel like they're quite as stable as you would like them to be, and that's why this trust card is coming out, because it's really asking you to have faith and to really trust in your ability to be protected and to be taken care of as you fly. Literally, we just looked at this little horse with its wings and just felt like flying. So I love it. I feel like there's a lot of big changes that are coming up for you, and I feel like for some of you guys, like you're really going to be like taking care of your physical body. I feel like you're going to be getting more like back into more natural whole foods and healthy foods and stuff like that, and that's like really, really, you know, good on you. It's a good thing to do. It's definitely you know, it's almost like the energy of coming so far and realizing, well, okay, I've achieved a lot not taking care of myself, but now it's really time to like come into a balance, because I feel like you guys have like, you know, Leo, you guys can work really, really freaking hard. You're a fixed sign. If you like set your sights on something, you're really going to like put all of your heart and soul and all of your energy into it. So I feel like there's been things that have forced you to put a lot of energy into because you've been so excited about it, you know? It's been like, maybe it's been a new job, maybe it's been a new hobby, a new relationship, something like that, you know, a new career, a new business. And you've just like kind of poured your heart and soul into it. But now you're being called this month to have a little bit of more of a focus on balance and being able to not put everything into that one thing. It's about, you know, it says here, setting boundaries with your work, indulge a little more or less. So, you know, figure out on the spectrum where that is for you. Do you need to indulge a little more in rest and relaxation, or do you need to indulge a little less? Do you need to indulge a little more in getting to work and making things happen, or do you need to do that a little bit less and have more fun? You're gonna know, you know. I keep this open for everyone. You know, you can essentially, I want you to place this where it fits for you. You're using your intuition. This video, my readings aren't just here to like tell you stuff. I want you to use your own intuition as well. So, big changes coming to your daily life and your lifestyle, which I love. I think that's great. People really underestimate the 6th house, and me being a 6th house sun and Saturn conjunct each other, I really know the importance of the 6th house, of the everyday mundane things. Life is made up of the 6th house. It's made up of the everyday little things that we all like to really not really care too much about because we think that it's irrelevant, you know? Who's interested in the getting up and getting ready for school or getting ready for work and stuff? Like people, like that's the boring stuff in life, when really our life is mostly made up of the boring stuff. It's shitting, you know? It's waking up and brushing your teeth. It's making dinner, you know, stuff like that. I just have to check this message. Anyway, so Leo, you also have glamour. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. I love it. We have knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. And we have destiny. I love this card, destiny. Ooh. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So this month is all about like a glow up. I feel like you're actually going to be glowing up a little bit this month. And not to say you weren't already gorgeous, Leo, because you're Leo. You know, you are the star. But essentially it's kind of talking about just how you're really starting to like just take better care of the way you present yourself to yourself and the world. It's kind of like, you know, this is something, here's an example, right? So like, I am someone who loves to get dressed up very occasionally. Like I mostly am just like a slob. I don't really wear makeup ever. I just wear my tracksuit pants every day. I just do the same shit. But I've started to come to the realization where I actually think it hinders me to never get dressed up. I love to get dressed up, but I would only ever do it like really, really rarely when it's like a special event or something. And I realized that I'm not actually treating myself the way I really want to be treated. I don't mind, like, you know, I don't need to put makeup on, but putting like my earrings in and brushing my hair and putting on something that makes me feel kind of nice really actually does play a lot into my vibration and the way I feel. And that's kind of what I'm sensing and feeling for you. I feel like when you actually take the time to, like, you know, do your hair and maybe put on a little bit of makeup, do whatever, you know, wear nice clothes, whatever it is that is your glamour practice that does make you feel beautiful, handsome, sexy, luxurious, all that stuff. It's really important for you to do it this month. And I feel like with destiny coming out and knowledge, I feel as though you're gaining really deep knowledge about yourself and about the way in which you actually want to live your life, because we all want to live our lives differently on this planet. We are all different, and what works for one person will not work for another person. It doesn't matter if you both have the same goal or ambition. Two people are completely different. That is why astrology is so amazing, because we can have two people that are, have similar goals and similar ambitions and all this stuff, but we can have a look at their chart and we can see the different ways in which they're actually going to go about achieving them. And that's what I feel like is coming up for you. You guys have your own way of achieving what it is that you want, and you need to really seek the knowledge of that of you. I don't know if that makes sense. You're the only one who really can connect with how you're meant to achieve something, because I feel like with destiny coming out, there's something really important that's going to be manifesting for you this month in regards to your work and your career and your daily life and your habits and things like that. There is for some of you, I feel like you're destined to be someone that is puts themselves out there a little bit more. I mean, come on, you're a Leo, so that's not surprising at all. Some of you guys are meant to be someone that is in the limelight, that is in the spotlight. Some of you guys have platforms. Some of you guys want to have a platform. Some of you guys want to, put your knowledge out there into the community. And this could be knowledge of health and wellness and of, taking care of yourself and things like that. I feel like some of you guys have really come a long way on your own spiritual journey and in your own health and wellness journey. And now you're wanting to share that with your team. or the collective, or whatever. I just really feel like this month is calling you to have a lot of faith in your own knowledge and to really trust in your ability to really instigate change. I feel like with nature coming out, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. I feel like you're actually someone who is really devoted to the planet and really devoted to the environment and earth and nature and all the beautiful animals that we share this planet with. 12:22 on the clock too when I said that. So I feel like you're someone here that really wants to create big change, and I think that you're coming to this beautiful awareness where you're realizing the cycles of your own life have led you to exactly where you are now, because it's now time for you to set forward on a new path. And for a lot of you guys, this does have to do with a new job, a new career, a new business, something along those lines. And I really feel like it's super duper powerful. I feel like it's time now to move forward, and I feel like you're going to move forward a lot this month. Woo. Okay, bottom of the deck energy, we have prostitute. Aww. Light attribute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So some of you guys don't actually fully trust in your ability to survive and to create, enough resources for you to be able to survive doing this thing. It's so some of you guys, you might be getting offered a new job, and it's a great job. You love it. You absolutely love it. The idea of it. But it pays less than the job that you have now. And you're not sure, am I going to be okay, earning less money and blah, blah, blah. And this is why the universe is here to say trust. Trust that just because it might look like it makes less money on paper, that doesn't mean that it's not going to allow more abundance into your life. That's kind of one of those things. There could be someone there that you meet who opens you up to or offers you some work on the side. The way I'm seeing it is actually animals. I'm seeing some of you guys getting a job working with animals that you really, really want. And, you really, really want it, but you're also yeah, but my corporate job pays so much more. And this is needing to make a decision about that. So we have guide coming out. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And that's the thing, you are someone, like I was saying before, that really is connected to nature, and I feel like you really do see the divinity that is in nature in every single thing. Every single thing in life, every single creature on this planet is an element and an aspect of the divine. And I feel like you really, really see that. Shadow attribute of the guide is places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Once again, there's a fear of finances, you know? There's a fear of not having enough. So that's why you're once again being asked, trust that you will be provided for. What we most fear is exactly what it is that we attract. We attract what we fear. So the more fearful energy that you put into not having enough, the more you actually make it difficult for the universe to provide for you more than enough, to give you what it is that you actually need. You have a lot of more divine and spiritual guidance than I think that you realize. There's a lot of like purple vibes. I'm seeing like 4 cards that are kind of like purpley vibes. So, you know, your third eye is actually really quite open this month, and you have the opportunity to hear messages, clear messages from spirit. But I feel like you need to really it sounds kind of shitty, but get better at listening to it. And for you guys, I think going out in nature makes it a lot easier for you. For a lot of you guys, you actually are spoken to by spirit through animals. You know, some of you guys might be seeing owls this month. If you see an owl, then use that as confirmation, because, you know, owls, horses, there's animals around you, and these animals are speaking to you. It's like, you know, maybe you're walking across the road and you literally see a hedgehog. I just heard beetle. So for some of you guys, it's a beetle that's hanging around. But yeah, like seeing these animals, know that that is actually like your spirit guides trying to speak to you. So you also have the hedonist. Light attributes: inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And that's what I was saying with that glamour before. It's celebrating the beauty. I suppose I didn't quite say it properly, but now that we've got this, it makes it a little bit easier for me to say. It's kind of like seeing the beauty in yourself through taking care of yourself. And actually, I don't know why, but my camera keeps not filming like the whole video through now. I don't understand, it's really annoying, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. Anyway, it's almost like just seeing how good life actually is when you come into wholeness and fullness with yourself. And see how she's literally got this basket full of fruit. Really start eating more fruit, Leo. Start eating more whole foods. It's really important that you take care of your health. Exorcist is coming out, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Some of you guys have destructive impulses. You have addictions, you have habits, you have things that you know aren't good for you, and you keep doing them. So this month is about like cleansing those habits. The 6th house is all about your habits. That's why it says routine. You know, what are the routine things that you continuously do over and over and over again? And start to ask yourself, are they actually serving you? Shadow attribute: fear of facing your own demons. You have got some issues, you have got some demons, you have got some things that you really need to process. And that's why lunar eclipse here is here, change. And I feel like with this glamour and this hedonist, some of it is the way you view yourself. It's your self-image. You are like, it's like the world around you sees you as someone so bright and beautiful and bubbly and that really adores you, but you don't quite see yourself that way. That's why you need to take time to relax out in nature. Spend time out in nature. Nature is where you are going to feel so much more comfortable, so much more at home. Nature is where your spirit is going to come alive. So, you know, just try and spend as much time as you can doing that, because I feel like you are exercising some demons within you right now. And, you know, this is the habits of and patterns of fear, of lack, of, you know, lack of self-love, lack of faith and belief in yourself. And also, like, for some of you guys, I feel like some of you are in a relationship, you have a partner, you're with someone, and they're bringing up triggers. Actually, they're kind of like bringing things out of you that you don't like, you know, and this is a really annoying thing, but it's the truth. And it's essentially that the people around us are a mirror reflection of us. I can't speak. The people around us are a mirror reflection of us, of our inner reality, of our inner world. They're only reflecting back to us how we already feel inside. So, you know, that's why this exorcist is coming out. Exercise your demons. When they're triggering you, start to pay attention to what really is being triggered. What don't you like about yourself? What is it that is, you know, are you noticing that you do this as well, and so it really annoys you? You know, it's up to you to process, but I'm just like giving you, you know, different options. So the last archetype card we have out is Trickster. Light attribute, transcending conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. So yeah, transcending conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. That's what, like, this lunar eclipse. Eclipses are unpredictable. It is all about unpredictability. You pretty much can't really predict exactly what's going to happen on an eclipse, because that's the whole thing about an eclipse. It's change, it's crazy, it's different, it's weird, it's going to like bring shit up from the shadows, you know. So this is transcending convention. I feel like you're going to be really changing your outdated conventional ways of living, and you're going to be upgrading them into more freedom, because I feel like you want more freedom. You don't quite want to live the same way as the people around you and people that have come before you. I feel like an example of this is not wanting to quite adhere to a 9-to-5 schedule, even though you might like doing like a job or something that would be considered like a 9-to-5. It's almost like you kind of wanting to create your own systems around it and wanting to create your own just like your own schedule, really. A lot of this is about like just creating a new schedule, because I feel like you feel a little bored with the routine that you're in, essentially, like, basically. So what is happening for you? Oh, there's a lot of healing. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Like I was saying before, like, I do feel like some of you guys, you know, you're so triggered by someone else because you don't realize that you actually have these exact same traits within you, and you can sort of like tear somebody else's head off without realizing that you kind of do the same thing. Okay, so we have the Temperance card that fell out on top of Trust and Hedonist, and I'm going to leave that there because I feel like you're healing your relationship with yourself. You're healing your relationship to pleasure, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, like, you really are, it's like a healing of your relationship to food. I really feel like some of you guys are going to be healing your relationship to food. You're going to be drinking less, you're going to be smoking less, you're going to be just doing less unhealthy things, and you're going to be really like just nourishing your temple and using your body as, you know, the altar of your spiritual journey, if that makes any sense. But you have the 8 of Cups coming out. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So that's what I'm saying. There is some arguments, I feel like, there is some triggers, you know. 4 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, okay, this is a really, really healing month for you, because I feel like everything that triggers you this month is actually going to trigger you into more awakening and a lot more healing. It's going to be triggering you into a brand new opportunity. For some of you guys, you literally are going to be offered a new job. You're going to be offered something career-wise. You're going to just be offered something that is a complete brand new thing. Like, it's a new beginning, and it's really exciting. But I feel like it's not going to come without its own triggers. 8 of Cups with the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Swords in reverse with the 4 of Swords. Like, look at this. It's kind of like some of you guys are going to be leaving behind either a relationship, like a partner, like genuinely a romantic partner, or some of you guys are going to be just like walking away from even an old job or an old career path or something that really held a lot of value for quite a long time, but just isn't sort of like doing it for you anymore. I feel like there's a need to like cut your losses and go in some ways. And I feel like, you know, with this 5 of Swords in reverse, it feels like not everything was always fair. It feels like there could have been some like bullies. There could have been some just shady people that had to do with this, and like they kind of made it difficult for you to heal. I feel like your spirit hasn't been able to actually rest for a while, Leo. And even if you've been like, you know, you've been lying around and chilling out and watching Netflix and shit like that, that's your body resting, but I feel like it's actually your mind that hasn't had a rest. It's like your mind has been like going and going and going. It's constantly going, and no matter what happens, it just seems that like something is always triggering more thoughts. It's like, I just saw 7:47 on the clock, and it made me literally think of like a Boeing 747 jet, like a plane, and how loud they are. So it's like just the loudness of what's going on in your mind. It's kind of too much. And some of you guys have had to snap. I feel like some of you guys have had to like speak up. You've had to, you know, tell people some shit. Even like with this trickster and this Queen of Swords in reverse too, like either you or someone else has been maybe a little bit manipulative. They haven't really been quite honest. They've been sort of taking advantage of you. And if you're the one doing it, be honest with yourself and notice how you've been taking advantage of someone else. You know, this energy is, you know, pick the side that you're on. But essentially, yeah, it's just, this is a really good month for a brand new beginning. With this Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles coming out at the end, this is just like, by the end of the month, you're going to have a whole new, brand new beginning. So it's almost like the beginning of the month might feel a little bit rough. It might feel like there's a lot changing and shifting. There's some, you know, confusion around like what's going to happen with my career and everything that's going on, and some health things and stuff. But by the end of the month, it's actually going to be like stabilizing itself out and like smoothing itself out. And I feel like you're just going to have a really exciting new beginning moving into July. I just feel like, you know, I feel like you're going to begin to take off in this new version of you. That's what this is. This is creating a new version of yourself and stepping into it this month. And I feel like it's coming with triggers. You're going to be triggered into forcing yourself to heal. Not so much forcing, but being forced by the universe to heal and to trust and to really like take care of yourself, because that's what I feel like you haven't been able to. I just feel like you have not been able to rest for a long time. And for some of you guys, you know, there's someone that you really care about. There's someone in particular that you really care about, and there's been a lot of fighting and a lot of bullshit going on with them, and you just want to leave all that behind. And it doesn't mean you have to leave the person behind, but it might mean that you need to leave the shit behind, and you might need to be really honest with them, and you might need to be really honest with yourself first and foremost. Because for some of you guys, I feel like you've been tricking yourself. I feel like you haven't been quite honest with yourself. And you've come to a point now where you've got so much knowledge and you know so much, you can no longer deny to doing the work, you know, and doing the things. So let's just get one more advice card for you, and then we're going to finish things up, my loves. What advice do you have for Leo in June? Patience at the bottom of the deck. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. So yeah, be patient. This healing takes time. Ooh, I love it. Okay, we have, as your advice, anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. Honor your emotions as sacred. 11:11 on the camera when I just saw that. You need to not treat your anger and your rage as something that is a burden, as something that is to be ashamed of, as something that is, you know, a negative trait in you. We all have anger, and anger exists for a reason. I feel like anger is sacred and anger is holy, because anger is telling us that there's something wrong, that we're not happy with something, that something was not right. You know, so safely express your anger this month, whether that means speaking up and really talking to someone without, like, you know, tearing their head off. Or if, you know, it could mean going for a mad run when you're really angry and letting that energy out of yourself, or doing what I do when I'm really pissed off and I grab a fucking toilet roll and I peg it at the wall over and over and over again, because it's not going to do anything to the wall. And it makes me feel better. And then it ends up being kind of funny, because I'm like, am I seriously just standing here pegging a toilet roll at the wall? Yes. So, you know, be okay with being angry, essentially. So then we have celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. That's a thing. Some of you guys are really going to be reaching a lot of success, and this could be towards the end of the month. It's like, at first, maybe your job fucks up or something goes wrong and you have to leave it behind and it pisses you off. It's like, shit, I didn't want to let that go. I wasn't ready to release that. It just kind of happened. But then by the end of the month, it's like, holy shit, I realized that that's actually something to really celebrate. It's something to really enjoy. something to be really stoked with. And intuitively, look, we have owls again. So owls, really be on the lookout for owls this month, Leo. Whenever you see an owl, know that that is like literally the divine giving you a sign, offering you a little like, hi, hey there, you're on the right path, okay? And then you have leadership. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. And that's the thing, we were talking about that in the beginning. It's really time for you to step into who you are as someone that like is meant to lead, you know? You're Leo, you're the lion, you're the king and the queen of the jungle. So step into that leadership quality that you are, and step into the limelight and step into the power of who you're meant to be, because you have a message, you have a lot of knowledge, and for a lot of you guys it's knowledge of like beautiful animals and the environment and healing and health and yoga and things like that. Like, start to really speak up about it. Tell your story, tell your truth. Start to put yourself out there, Leo. I feel like that's the thing. Put yourself out there. And honor all of your emotions as sacred, because all of your emotions are essentially painting the picture of you and your life, and they all have a reason for manifesting in your body. They are all telling you something. And I feel like you know that. 6th house. You know that. So anyway, Leo, I love you so much. I hope that this reading was helpful. Give it a like, thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because that really, really helps. And subscribe to my channel. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that in the description box below. You can head to my website, check me out on Instagram, and yeah, stay tuned, because I'm going to be uploading more videos as I move out of Sydney, because I'm not going to have constant demolitions happening across the road where you can barely hear it, and I can only film occasionally when they're not fucking drilling. So I love you, and I will see you next time, Leo. Peace.